The buyer's agency system in this country is broken, and if you're thinking about hiring one, you need to watch this. I'm going to explain why most buyer's agents don't know what they're doing, while there will be no protection for consumers by regulators, and why it could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions, if you don't choose wisely. The first issue is with the licensing and how quickly somebody can become a buyer's agent and run a business without any experience. I kid you not, you could be a barista one week and a buyer's agent the next. And it might seem like an exaggeration, but it actually has happened. That should scare the pants off you. The second reason is that in that licensing course, which has been designed for sales agents and property managers, there is absolutely nothing about the buying process. There's nothing about how to negotiate with agents, and there is absolutely nothing about due diligence. That means for new buyer's agents, not only do they not know how to check for red flags, they don't even know what red flags to look for in the first place. I'll give you one example. They won't know how to check if the property you're about to buy is built over a sewer line. And why is that important? Well, an experienced buyer's agent will be able to explain that to you. The third issue is that they're incentivized to buy shit properties, and they often don't even realize there's a difference between shit and good. And this is how they do it. They encourage their clients to spend less than their maximum borrowing capacity. And from a client's point of view, that sounds great. It sounds safe. It sounds like they're really looking after their best interests. However, then they go out and buy a substandard property, but generally in an area that is going up in price. So have you heard the saying, a rising tide lifts all ships? Well, that means that everything, even the crap properties, are going to go up in the next, say, 6 to 12 months. It's a bit of a no-brainer. And then they get a valuation done, they claim instant equity uplift, they come back to you as their client. What a hero they are. They've been responsible for you having all this capital growth, and hey, you've got some money left in the tank, and you can use this instant equity uplift to go and borrow more money and do it all over again. And you can pay them a fee to go and buy another property in an area that will give you a short-term sugar hit of capital growth. Sounds great, doesn't it? So what's so wrong with that? Well, many of these areas do not have the fundamentals for long-term sustained price growth. Wait 5 years, wait 10 years, and the truth will come out. And you'll be the one stuck with an underperforming portfolio, and where will the buyer's agent be? This has happened before. About 15 years ago, there was a mining boom, and there were lots of advisors out there helping people invest in mining towns. And a lot of those people are still underwater. They are mortgage prisoners. They can't get out because they owe more money than the property is worth. I've even heard of people that have had to pay people to tenant their property so they didn't get vandalized. Where is their buyer's agent now? The fourth issue is that so many of these buyer's agents are buying across the country, and they're buying sight unseen. That's right, you're paying for a property advisor, for a buyer's agent to buy your property they haven't even set foot in. I can't tell you the things that they miss by not inspecting. And it's not okay to have a local property manager or somebody else look at the property for you. They don't have the right critical thinking and the critical eye to assess what's a good asset and what's not a good asset. Something that will rent well isn't necessarily great for capital growth and ongoing investment returns. I've seen the WhatsApp videos that the selling agents have recorded that buyer's agents have bought off the back of. Terrifying. And as a consumer, you should be standing up and saying, I am not going to pay a buyer's agent who won't even inspect the property on my behalf. These types of buyer's agents are the laughing stock of regional sales agents. They are only too happy to offer their rent rolls to these buyer's agents because they know that their owners would be very, very happy to offload these properties that in a normal market they can't find buyers for. This is absolutely not the sort of property that you should be paying a buyer's agent to buy for you. This is just not good enough. And the fifth thing that you need to know is that you are the one who gets stuck with this liability, not them. You're the one whose financial future can be crippled by these cavalier buyer's agents. Many of them have not been around long enough to understand market cycles. Many of them have not been around long enough to understand that there are good properties and bad properties. Many of them have not even realized that they are only doing the bare minimum required to buy good assets for their clients at the right price. The system is set up to allow this sort of behavior to thrive. and it's a real danger for consumers. Our regulators are not interested in protecting consumers in this space, and I'll explain why. There's a couple of reasons. One is that this is all state-based legislation. So we don't have a national overarching regulator that can control the property industry and make sure that consumers are protected. And the second reason is that we are a drop in the bucket when it comes to the total amount of real estate agents are out there. The last time I checked, it was about 130,000 real estate agents in Australia, and there's roughly about 4,000 buyer's agents. And in fact, we don't actually know exactly how many there are because nobody keeps records. But I can tell you that those 4,000, a large proportion of them can do extraordinary damage to their clients. And so you have to be very, very careful. If you'd like a recommendation for a buyer's agent that I would trust with my money, then reach out to me at veronicamorgan.com.au. I've also got a checklist of questions that you should ask any buyer's agent that you're intending on engaging, and that will help you make better decisions.